Launching a Kickstarter campaign in 2026 has almost nothing to do with having a great product or a pretty campaign. I know that sounds backwards, so let me prove it. You see, a few years back, a founder named Jimmy launched his product on Indiegogo. He raised about $40,000. Now, $40,000 sounds like a win until you see what happened next. The campaign stalled, the momentum died, and Jimmy walked away thinking crowdfunding just didn't work out for him. Then, on his next product launch, he changed just one thing. And that product went over to raise $200,000 on Kickstarter and turned into a business that is doing 6 figures per month. So in this video, I'll show you exactly how to launch a Kickstarter in 2026 the same way the campaigns that actually fund do it. 2 things in here you don't want to miss. Around the middle, I'll break down the 3 or 4 ad formats that are actually winning right now, and at the very end, I'm handing you a free PDF, the exact pre-launch checklist we use to plan every client launch. Stick with me because the one thing Jimmy changed is the whole game. Quick context on why you should listen to me. I run the Scale Up Lab. We run Kickstarter and Indiegogo pre-launch funnels and meta ads for product founders. And we have helped our clients raise over $7 million on these platforms. Jimmy is one of those clients. And I'll come back to his story in just a minute because it's the perfect map for everything I'm about to just show you. All right, let's go back to that first campaign. Jimmy had a real product called Grater Rain. He put it up on Indiegogo and raised $40,154. That's not nothing, but that's not the launch he was expecting. It stalled and he figured he had picked the wrong platform. So he packed up and moved to selling on Amazon instead, where he ran into a different wall, fighting for attention against a million other listings. Here's the thing though, the platform was never really his problem. Jimmy launched cold. He went live with no audience waiting for him. No list, no crowd, nobody standing at the door on day 1 ready to buy. And when you launch to nobody, it doesn't matter if you launch on Kickstarter, Indiegogo, or Amazon. The result is the same, a flat line. That's a mistake almost every first-time founder makes. They pour everything into the product and the page, and they completely ignore the part that actually decides the success of the campaign. So what actually decides the success of your Kickstarter campaign? Well, let me break it down for you. Your campaign needs to raise about 30% of your real goal in the first 48 hours. That's the bar in 2026. If you're trying to raise $100,000 and you haven't pulled in $30,000 by the morning of day 3, you're in real trouble. And it's only getting harder. There are more campaigns than ever. Backers are pickier and the costs keep climbing. You can't wing this anymore. When you spike hard on day 1, Kickstarter notices and starts pushing you into trending and the pages people actually browse. You get a wave of free traffic from the platform itself. If you start slow, you get the opposite. You get buried into the algorithm. But you can't just manufacture the day 1 spike on launch morning. By then, it's already won or lost, which means the real work happens before you ever press launch. And all that pre-launch work runs on meta ads. Since I promised you this one upfront, let's get into it right now, because this is the fuel for everything else. These are the actual ad formats pulling reservations for us right now. We run these across our campaigns every single month. So this is what's working. And this is not just theory. There are 4 winning ad formats that we use across every campaign that we run. First, the clean studio shot. Your product against a simple background. Sharp and bright, every angle and every feature on display. It's boring to make and brutally good at stopping the scroll. Second, the lifestyle shot. Your product being shown out in the real world in the exact place someone would actually use it. The second a viewer pictures themselves using it, they're halfway to reserving. Third, the fast product walkthrough. This is a few seconds of video showing the thing actually working. No slow intro, no fluff. Just tell that here's the product, here's what it does. Demo sell because they kill doubt on the spot. Fourth, the founder or creator style ad. This is an ad of you talking straight to the camera or a real person reacting to the product. This is shot like a normal phone video instead of a polished commercial. It doesn't sound like an ad, it doesn't look like an ad, so people stop and watch it like content. Here's one quick tip that I want to throw in. There's something called ad blindness. What ad blindness means is that people are not used to seeing content that looks like ads. So you want to make your video in the format that does not look like ad. It should be as natural and possible and as easy on the eyes as it can be. I'll link some examples of how good ads that don't seem like ads should be made. Test all these 4 variations against each other, find the 1 or 2 that pull the cheapest reservations, and pour your budget into those. That's the whole game with pre-launch ads. Okay, since you stuck with me so far, here's the full playbook. How the campaigns that fund actually do it. 4 steps. Step 1. Nail your positioning. Before anything else, get crystal clear on what your product is, who it's for, and the one problem that it solves. If a stranger can't get it in 5 seconds, you've lost them. Keep it simple. This is the foundation everything else sits on. Step 2. Build a pre-launch funnel. This is the engine. Run those ad formats I just gave you to a simple landing page and collect emails from people who like what they see. But there's a stronger move, and it's becoming more and more common in the crowdfunding world. We like to call it $1 reservation funnel. Instead of just grabbing an email, you let people put down a small refundable deposit, often just $1, to reserve their spot for the launch day. That $1 changes everything, because somebody who actually pulls out a credit card is far more likely to show up and back you than somebody who just typed in the email and forgot that you even existed. Step 3. Warm them up. You don't spam this list. A couple of well-timed emails and an invite into a VIP group where people get excited together. That's it. That's all what you do. The goal is a crowd that's genuinely fired up by launch day, not a list that's sick of hearing from you. Step 4. Launch to that list first. On launch morning, you email your reservation crowd before anybody else. They pledge in the first hour. You clear that 30% while the campaign is hot, and the Kickstarter's algorithm grabs you and runs. That's not luck. You built it on purpose weeks earlier. So, back to Jimmy. After Indiegogo and Amazon, he came to us, and this time we did it the right way for his next product, Grater Rain. We started from zero, no audience at all. We built his pre-launch funnel, ran the ads, and got real people putting dollars down to reserve their spot. By launch day, Jimmy wasn't hoping anymore. He had a crowd waiting. He blew past his goal on day 1. The campaign went over to raise $200,000 on Kickstarter, and here's the part I love the most. That list of buyers didn't vanish when the campaign ended. It became a business that now does over $100,000 a month in e-commerce. This is the same founder, the same guy who raised $40,000 and almost quit. The product idea wasn't bad, the page wasn't the difference, the system was. He stopped launching cold and started launching to a crowd. So if you take one thing from this video, take this. In 2026, you don't win your Kickstarter on launch day. You win it in the weeks before by building a crowd that's ready to pledge the second you go live. And like I promised, here's that free PDF. It's the exact pre-launch checklist we run for our own clients, step by step. The whole thing on one page. The link is in the description. Grab it before you build anything else because it'll save you weeks. If you want to go deeper, the pre-launch landing page is where it all starts, and I made a full video breaking down how to build that one page that converts like crazy and gets you reservations even before your launch. Go watch that video and subscribe so the rest of this series finds you. And if you're planning your own launch right now, drop a comment below and tell me what you're building, and I read everyone. See you in the next one.